What's up, everybody? I'm just sitting here thinking about some shit. Thinking about, I just wanted to talk about it. Can we record this? Is this a way to record this? I'm not sure how you do this. That's my camera. Whoop. Not that button. Ha 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 ha. What's up, y'all? I got some deep thoughts right now. I got some deep thoughts I want to talk about. If you ready for that, it's cool. If you're not, alright. I think it's going to record anyways. So, I want to talk about reality. What is reality? Y'all ready for that kind of talk? Cause but I'm thinking about some things. Everything that goes on, and I don't want to just throw a bunch of stuff at y'all at once, because then y'all gonna be like, what? But I've made other past videos I've never done on Instagram, new thing. But I got other videos when I always question reality and what it is, and basically, or is what we're seeing, is that generated? Is that artificial? I always question that kind of stuff. You see it in all types of movies. More and more so, you see movies about some type of artificial reality that a person can live in or not realize is fake, and then wake up to the fact. They got a new movie coming up soon, with Ryan Reynolds, talking about something, The Free Man or something like that, where this character in a video game realizes it's a big game. And then there was what was that other movie? It was with The Truman Show. Truman Show, same kind of thing, where you've been living this kind of like reality, and then all of a sudden you realize, oh man, it's a fake. And you see all these signs, but you ignore them. Now, is it that complicated? No. I think to some sense, it's not like a TV show. It is. Sometimes I've always felt like that. I felt like that my whole life. Like, my life was like a sitcom or some soap opera. But it's not like that. It's not like The Truman Show. There's other movies like The Matrix. The Matrix, where people are asleep in this kind of virtual reality. Everybody's all plugged in. So technically everybody's asleep. And you have real people who are in the Matrix and they're asleep. And they just kind of go with the system. And then you have fake people that are actually the Matrix. They're programs and they walk around. So in the Matrix, how that movie went into detail about it. Well, yes, there were people stuck in there, and there was people also who will infiltrate the Matrix. Matrix is coming back to about to have a Matrix 4. So people who got free of the Matrix were able to return back into it, kind of like angels, or what do they call light workers? Able to return back into the Matrix and kind of fight the programs, or the negative programs, because not every program is bad. But there are agents and other things that are trying to protect the Matrix so they can possess pretty much anything that's still plugged in. Now get this, there was another movie that a lot of y'all don't really kind of relate to, that kind of control system, but Inception. Same kind of concept like the Matrix, except it's more something we actually, we have technology now, but something that we all deal with is dreams. And with Inception, they could go into the dream world. The dream world would be like the Matrix. And they'd be asleep. And they can go and they could travel in there. Now they had to watch out. If you watch that movie again, they had to watch out for other people in the dream called projections. These were subconscious entities that were created by the subconscious that kind of were the fillers. They were the background extras. Same thing as Matrix, where there was agents. And I'm telling you all that to say that in both kind of things, the premise of it, or the main idea, is that there's a matrix. You live in artificial reality, and that everybody you see is not a human person, or there are human people here that are asleep and they're plugged in to this whole system, and there's others who are not. And then at the same time, there's another third group. They look like people, but they're not. They're just agents, or they're projections of the matrix or the dream world, filling in things. In Inception, if they did anything outside of the system, or they disturbed the dream world, the projections would turn and attack them. Same thing as Matrix. Same thing as Matrix. Matrix was the same way. The agents couldn't possess anybody and then attack people who were from outside of the Matrix. Okay? Get that. This is what this world is. This is what this world is. You know, that whole cancel culture and just people just flipping out, and all of a sudden you're like, what the hell? You know? And that's what that is. And so you have to know the difference between those who are real. You know, they talk about, I'm looking for a real person. It's the truth. You have to know the difference between real people and fake people. When I say fake people, I'm like literal fake people. There are fake people. Like, seriously. These people, they look like you and me, but not all of them are for you. Whole different type of, they're part of the system. Just like Matrix, they had agents. Just like Inception, they had projections. You know what I'm saying? And some of these folks are fake, and that's why they cause drama, and that's why they cause all this toxicity. And you can't let everybody bring you down. You can't let everybody bring your energy down, because some of these people, they are actually programmed to bring you down, because they're part of the system. They're born from this system. They're of this world. What's the Bible say? Be in the world, but not of this world. So that would mean that there are people who are of this world. Like, that's their program, and their only program is to protect the system. So anytime you do anything that's outside of the system, they're either going to bring up fear or anger or one of those lower vibration stuff. You want to do something there and you want to start your business, you can't do that. Are you sure? You know, they do that. That's kind of stuff. They create, not to encourage you, because like a real person, if there's something bad for you, they're going to tell you, and they're going to be like, look, I love you, so this, but this is why you shouldn't do this, you know, blah, blah, blah. They're going to bring you courage. But when someone's negative, when they're on that other tip, they're one of those fake people. They're gonna plant seeds of fear, doubt, all that lower vibration stuff. They plant those seeds in there. And you're like, why is it that I always feel bad after I talk to you? You know? So I'm serious. You gotta watch these people who you engage with. Just like the Matrix and Inception, these are projections. These are agents. These are part of the system. They're not made like you. Like, seriously. I don't know why I had to say that. But those movies, that's what I was talking about reality, like reality being fake, and that it's just some kind of projection. Like, even science has said, like, this is, like, there's a high possibility that this is all a big hologram, like the way the universe works. It works like a computer code. But, like, that's what I'm talking about. The Matrix and Inception all talk about these fake realities, and that people forget because they keep going deeper and deeper and deeper. And if you look at how Inception is, they had to go into a dream, and when they go into another dream, until they go another dream, time acts differently, and then there's a chance of people forgetting who they are, because they had to go back, like in Inception, at the end of the movie, they had to go back and find this dude, because he had gotten so deep within it, he lost sense of reality. He forgot who he was. And I think you have that with a lot of people who, this has been going on for centuries. You have a lot of people who are here, and they have forgotten that they are gods and goddesses. Like, seriously, they're too deep in the game. And so, a lot of people, the ones that are waking up, are trying to remind people to wake up, come out of the dream, come out of the matrix. You know, you got your plug in, you got wake up, come out of that. You know, because that's where the power is. You know. So, what else I was seeing? Inception. Oh, the totems. I'm sorry, I was just thinking about Inception a lot. So with the totems, they had to have one thing that reminded them that they were asleep. So it's a totem. And a totem is like a spirit guide, you know, was a Native American. Yeah, what's up, everybody? What's up? I'm sorry, I was just talking around. Let me see who's in here. So that's kind of a spiritual thing, is like, because it's actually called them totems. You have to find your totem. It's a Native American thing to remind yourself to wake up. How in the Matrix it was a little different. It was like deja vu or a glitch in the Matrix. Something would happen and that would say, "Oh, the Matrix is tripping." In real world, we call that the Mandela effect. But anywho, that's neither here or there. But yeah, man, watch that Inception again. I just had like, it felt like a download, like a whole bunch of stuff in my head, and I was like, I gotta get this out. I don't know what to talk about. But that's why I said I had to say it now, because I was gonna forget. And I was like, okay, I don't even know why I'm thinking all of this stuff. But I'm just watching the world, just seeing the world. It's just like, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. But I wanted to remind you guys that it is this Matrix, dream world, whatever. When you're lucid, you can control it. And this is the whole point. It's like we got to stay in this state where we don't get too caught up. You know, it's just right now, I think it's so important right now. It's getting even more so important. I feel like everything is speeding up. So, let's get ready for that. Just remember, it's just a game. And I feel like it's like, I feel like the Matrix is kind of trying to tell you that too. Like something outside is saying it's a game. Don't forget it's a game. You know, it's like a whisper. And that's what you have to kind of go by. You get caught up in the mundane. How do you not forget? That's what I'm saying. You gotta, the totem. I need to Google that. Something about the totem. You gotta remember your totem. So let's Google that real quick. Because I think we get so caught up in the everyday, and we get caught up in, that's why I don't even like to watch the news. But I can tell when my friends have been watching this, because everybody repeats everything. Everybody starts getting on one group think, and I'm like, okay, there must have been something on the news because everybody's talking about the same stuff. So let's go tell them. But you have to remember, it's like, if you know it's a game, you know the system has been around for years, hundreds of years. Large families of people. Totem is an object such as an animal serving as an emblem of a family or clan. Also usually called spirit being a sacred object or symbol that serves as an emblem of a group of people, a clan, lineage, or a tribe. The totem is a reminder of where you come from. Basically, a sacred object to remind you where you come from. And that was kind of like Inception, because it was something that was close to them. I would meditate on that, like as God, your guiding spirits, like what is your totem? Something to remind you. I think it's going to be something deeper, not only personal, but something that you just resonated with always in your life, like ever since you were a child. And the first thought I get is dolphins. Like, that was my thought, because I've always loved dolphins for no reason, and I don't live by water. But I don't know, that would be a good reminder for me. All right, that just came to me. All right. The owl. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. If that's like something you've always seen all the time, like in your mind or in your life, I will. Yeah, that's about wisdom. Wow. So here's the thing. Okay, so here's the thing. Every time you see that, that's either, like for you, you said your spirit animal is an owl. So every time you see an owl, just remember that's a reminder that the reality that you see is not real. That you are conscious, that you're lucid, this is a dream, this is a matrix, and you have full control of it. So usually, just know that that's gonna pop up for you to remind you, say, don't get too caught up in it. Don't forget who you are. Don't forget where you're from. That's what that's about. Okay? That's good. I think that's a good practice. Like, everybody should do a meditation and say, what is my spirit animal? Like, it should be something that you've probably seen before, like all the time. I can hear some girl saying, it's a horse. I like ponies. When you hear one, it's the universe speaking. I've never seen an owl in like real life. I've seen them on TV and stuff, which is so sad. Anywho, I think I am going to close this out. It was nice hobbobbing with y'all, chatting. But it is 11:27, at least in this time, in this place, in this little dimension, the central dimension. So I'm going to try to get some rest. All right. Have a good one. Good night. Thanks for listening to me rant.